we ended yesterday. Okay. The internet's house. Panel house. Oh. Okay, we see a signboard. It would be nice to know what it's actually said though. The bespectacled sinewy man presses his palms together as if prayer and bows deeply, almost losing his glasses in the process. Welcome to Vasmir's dojo. Do you want to learn how to fight? Intellect. Dojo. You don't look Japanese or Buddhist for that matter. Is that a Japanese word? Huh? The moment the exotically clad man seems confused, but he eventually pulls them together and spouts. Sure, it's Japanese. I'm a bit of a Japanese lad myself, 1/4 to be precise. My grandpa actually fought in Masharua. Ah, quit pulling my leg, man. Masharua my ass. Believe me or don't believe me, it's your choice. Asmi jumps up and demonstrates you an impressive roundhouse kick. You feel the air on your face. But listen, even as going impressive, he has to protect himself. What say you? Maybe I could answer a few questions first? Kind of busy at the moment. Okay, if you teach me a few moves. No problem, but first let's talk about what you already know. I'll adjust my training based on your current skill level. Vasman takes a huge focus mitt from under his couch and asks you to throw a few punches to check your speed and technique. Martial arts. Ura, 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 ura. He hit the mitts a dozen times and look eagerly at Vasman. He sighs and puts the mitt away again. Yes, I'm scared. I'm guessing from old-fashioned bootcamp training, but it's not enough. You were right to come to me. Our first session will cost 100 rubles. It's totally worth it, though. Ah, shit's mine. I see. Hey, do you know why your name is written in this notebook? You show Verbaliski's notebook. He studies it closely and simply shrugs and gives it back. How strange. It looks like a roster of Soltngrad's diaspora. Even that criminal scumbag Trubashoyov is in there. What it means, I have no damn clue. Okay. Widow Gumkrelids. An old, still beautiful woman looks at you suspiciously and crosses her arms over her chest. Young man, before you come any closer, you should know Widow Gumkrelids. It's my husband's unfortunate death. I have befriended many brave protectors. There's no need to call them. All I want is to ask a few simple questions. A few days ago, I happened to read how the immortal Fina Radomskaya reacted when someone wanted to ask her a few questions. I want to repeat what she said. I don't want to be rude, but I declined nonetheless. Can you tell me who your mighty protectors are? Sorry, but I fail to understand my concern. This is of yours, young man. Let me guess, you won't answer my other questions either. I told you what I think about that already. Okay. getting full too. Up there. Oh shit. What the heck? I got knocked down? What the heck was this bullshit? Go down there and instantly gets knocked down by this stupid slime. Cooking thing around here, is there? I need rope. Let's see. What does he have in? So he could use that one. See if this happens again. Oh, come on, man. Okay, like 2 points in melee weapons for that weapon. Be going with the crossbow then. Problem is with this stupid slime, I'm not gonna be able to hit them. Yeah, with slimes, you're not gonna... Yes, I don't wanna use the... We might have to do this later. I think we might have to come back to this one later. I need to heal up too, so... One in 10, what the actual heck? Yeah, let's do this. We are, I need to heal up and stuff. Those slimes, man. Jesus. Okay. Camp. The heal. Let's eat meat. I guess it's... Oh. Right by us. Almost healed up. Yeah, that one is probably gonna be a while before we can do that one. Okay, check out the marketplace, sure. See what I'm selling? Sure. They have a lot of money. Damn, that's a nice tool, but holy shit, it's expensive for us right now. Lights flashing. It's kind of shitty, I must say. I guess the weapon's okay, price. Or let's check the other ones. So he takes nice for these. Those are probably gonna be bad no matter what we do. These two, yes, you don't know. You have them. Making me shivs. Wheeler dealer. I don't know if I should sell that one actually. But what's it with rafting? That one. Ah. Some recipes. Okay. Select them. This will be this one that I need. Crafting. Oh wait. Let's see what we have. 9mm and 30. We have a lot of bullets. I don't... I just wonder, jamming, if that's crafted items, doesn't yeah. Maybe keep them for now. These that weigh so much salt. It's a food stuff. Wait a bit. Weighs just a ton. Toilet paper. What the heck do we use that for? Shall I keep this for?
Bit of half. Get much for those. Coffee do we need? Okay. Okay. Exit. Fifteen 11. I'm supposed to talk to this guy. You're hungry for some tasty apples? Jacek Sakharov, I heard you know a certain Valerian Tulipov. Who doesn't know Tenacious Tulipov, or should I say tenaciously timid Tulipov? Thanks to all his money troubles. Sure, I know him. Wouldn't call him a friend, but he's an alright drinking partner. Did you see him on the day he went missing? Maybe you two even drank together? Last time I saw him was the day he went missing, but we didn't even talk. He was leaving Mikolaj's tavern, headed for God knows where. He just waved at me, but didn't stop. You know where he was going? Yeah, no, he wasn't alone when I saw him. Get what I mean? Valerian was with Daisy, the cheapest hooker in all of Trudograd. I met her in Mikolaj's, and they were in a hurry to find a place to do the, you know, in out thing. I see, can you tell me where they went? They probably went to the outskirts. That's where Daisy usually hangs out, next to the market. Okay, now I just need to find this Daisy person. See you around, Jessica. Okay, J for journal. Let's see. How many questmen?
Some stuff that we need to do at nighttime also. We have to wait that for until tomorrow. I managed to convince Lava's mother. You have to talk to him. It was the night time. Yeah, we had a police station. Could make a career there. Shepherd who's currently staying in the outskirts asked me to find him some magical boromet seeds. This I haven't seen. The only seeds was those seeds in that old lady that didn't know what she was doing. Those two brothers. There was sunflower seed though. I guess we might take that and make him believe maybe it is that. But we go there when it's nighttime. Or depending on what time it is and me doing all this. This. Goes to the tavern. Taking his toilet paper and soap. Drunk with a murky gaze, he's silently whispering to himself. His hands are trembling. When he sees you, he straightens up for a second, but right away slumps down again and shakes his head. What do you want, man? You want to kill me? Joke's on you, I'm already dead. Inside. What a long face. Something wrong? The man's face squinches up as if he had just bitten into a ripe lemon. All my old sins are squatting on my neck. Every breath I take is forced. The horrors of the past stand before my eyes, eternal. Don't try to get anything more out of me. Let's wrap this up. I don't have any personality, so strength. Wrap you up in a butter bag if you don't talk. Oh god, I don't know why you want to know this, but fine. I did a lot of things after the war, bad things. Some of my companions were able to forget all about it. But whenever I close my eyes, I can still see bloody children lying in the dirt. Remorse is only human, buddy. But in my humanity make an appearance when it really mattered. Enough talk, let me drink myself to death in peace. Yeah, listen buddy, what's your name? Stefan, why? Hold on, Stefan Snowdrop, right? Can you tell me where to find your pal Valerian Tulipov? The man's shaking gets even worse and he closes his eyes. Valerian? Yeah, he was here. He's ended badly. How bad was it? What happened? Started reminding him of this one event where we both involved long in the past, and he was like, hey, quit digging up that old nonsense. But it wasn't nonsense, so I called him a few nasty names and he left before we even finished our second drink. Where did he go afterwards? He got upset and left in the direction of the city outskirts. I thought that since I wouldn't drink with him, he would decided to visit the Apple salesman. Jacek, I believe is his name. Yeah, Jacek Sakharov. Maybe that's where he went. What was it you were saying to Tulipov about the past? The information is completely unrelated to Tulipov's disappearance, and therefore you don't need to know. Yeah? Answer some other questions then? I can say no when asked by someone stronger than me. Heck, I'm almost dead from the pesky alcoholism. I still don't want to spend my last days in a wheelchair. Ask away. Do you have a job? I'm helping recycle bottles. Bring 1,000 empties in and you get enough coins for a single full one. Not all that much though, is it? Thankfully I also get a pension and earn some extra cash doing odd jobs here and there. What do you think about Trudograd? Try not to think about it. This fucking city made me do such horrible things in my youth, but at least they are paying me a pension. Damn, you got me talking about this shit again. Ask someone else. Can you share some gossip with me? Instead of a rumor, here's some good advice. Never drink Barinka. That's a local drink. It will make you go blind. And if you don't go blind, you'll go deaf or get a rash. Imagine how much your hideously deformed face will scare all the kids and the old ladies out there. So how does it feel to be an alcoholic? Don't make fun of me, man. You could end up just like me in a few years. Okay. Well, somebody is lying here. Those stuff. Okay. We have here. Man with the curly hair and a gloomy stubbled face looks up at you with worried eyes. Hey, I'll pay. I'm just getting up to the courage to do it. I already found a container of the right size, a shoebox under the bed. I'll do it, promise. What are you going to do? Sorry, slipped my mind. Man looks at you doubtlessly, then starts massaging his temples. Don't want to talk about it, just leave me alone, please. Come on, I just want to know what this debt thing is about. Did it fair to make a good impression? Okay. Yeah, our personality is low, so... Young woman is busily cleaning the very dusty and grimy room. When she sees you, she twists the broom in her hands as if to throttle it and eyes you with distrust. That was Ernest thinking. This guy will trade my leaflets for drinking money. Hello there. So my party sent you here to distribute my leaflets, right? I don't understand. What leaflets are you talking about? When my husband died, me and his best friend Ernest decided to try our hand at opening a business. He always got us the best scrap during his hunting trips, so why not try and sell it? We drove to the city, cleaned out my hubby's old apartment, and sent Ernest to gather items for our inventory. Then I went to the printing house on Kolotushkin Street and made a huge batch of leaflets to advertise our grand opening. That's when you came along. Now that I've told you all that, maybe you would like to distribute in those ads for me. It's an honest job with honest pay once it's done. How much will I get paid and what do I have to do? Hey, Kev. How you doing? I'm prepared to pay 300 rubles plus something from Ernest's latest scavenging haul. Can't tell you what that something is going to be since Ernest isn't back, but he's quite a stalker. Probably meds, ammo, or something even better. All you need to do is spread these leaflets around, give them to anyone who might be interested in a new store. Your husband had his own apartment in Trudograd. Why didn't you live here before he died? He inherited this place from a dead aunt around 5 years ago. We were already happily married and had a house of our own in the outskirts back then. Plus, Arsene and Ernest always loved nature, clean air, and distant neighbors. We spent their days hunting while I worked around the house. It was a simple, traditional life. Not entirely my business, but what happened to your husband? I have a question, friend. Here you go. Take this down. Okay, where should I leave these? Let's walk around the city, but stay away from the busy areas. They already have all kinds of shops. Stroll the back streets, the gutters, the shanty towns hidden from sight between the more lively neighborhoods. Then give these babies out to anyone who seems interested. Come back when you're out of leaflets. I see. Alright then. Think about this game. Well, it's only my second. Well, yes, barely. We started yesterday, so we haven't done too much. But it's somewhat different. How it looks, and you can also do weapon modification to the weapons. You have your food. Poison and cold this time. But otherwise, inventory wise, it's pretty much the same stuff. You have your backpack, your armor, face mask, your headgear, belt, which I don't have anything yet. And where you can craft. I have a companion this time. He's gonna be my crafting person. Yeah, then it's a little bit different with your character. You have your characteristics, you have your skills, and you have your distinction, it's called this time. Then you have abilities. Different trees where you can put in depending on what you want to play as. You're going crossbow, so you also have to do that for your companion if you're gonna have one.
Yeah, requests. We have a lot. And you have your map, of course. Then you have the global map. So these are the different places we have been at so far. What's this? As I approach the heavy metal door, the man standing in front of it stops singing his little tune and raises his hand for you to hold. Two things immediately catch your attention: his good manners and his harsh accent. Guten Tag, which means good day in German. I beg forgiveness for denying you free passage, but this place is off limits. You don't sound like a local. Where are you from? I am from the company Bruderschaft. Merchant Brotherhood. We are of the GDR. This is where we know their local language on an adequate level. We're good at trade, good at business, but with our attempt to sell sauerkraut, we fucked up, as the locals say. Fucked up how exactly? Oh, me and my Freunde, we decided to earn a bit of Geld. So, Freunde, friend, Geld, money, selling the sauerkraut on the local market. But alas, there's a muted giant ants your bulk called Myrmex, unbeknownst to us, infected one of the barrels with their putrid eggs. Now I have to guard this door lest the mutated creatures escape and breed all over this fine stuff. Please leave me to my honor-bound duty. Listen, how about I help you exterminate those bugs? Discuss this with my comrade Elias on the second tier of the city. He will evaluate your skills and offer Danny a reward if you impress him enough. Sehr gut? Yep. Answer a few questions for me, though. Now, my mission is to guard the cellar so that nobody comes in, especially out. It would be unbesonant of me to waste energy on this conversation while doing my duty. Okay? Okay, so he's protecting that one. That looks like not so friendly people. Is there a door in this place or blind?
Then you step through the door, an old gray-haired man jumps in front of you. He gives you a quick once-over, clears his throat, and a theatrical voice says, "Hey, hey, hey, trash like you belongs in the dump." Strength, are you out of your mind? Want me to pummel you to mush? The old man squinches up his nose as if afraid it could be smashed at any moment. Hold right there, Sonny. Grandpa was just joking around, making with the funny, you know? Did a cool little jokey. Isn't that what the youngsters are calling it nowadays? Don't get mad, just tell me why you're here. Don't trust this old cook, child. No young person in his or her right mind would ever use the expression little jokey. This bastard is using psychological warfare. Well. What are you on about, buddy? Hehehe. I just want to ask you a few questions. The earnest old man gives you a once-over and nods. Big guy like you would never get tired of my old man's tales. Ask me anything you want. What's your name, oldster? My name's Airfar, but the locals call me Airfar the Big Mouth, and you can call me whatever you like. What do you do here? I write crossword puzzles for local papers, fix primer stoves, and do whatever odd jobs I can get my hands on. Anything to pay the bills. Can you tell me about the city? Trudograd is a ridiculously good place to live. It's just sad that there's so much disease going around due to overpopulation. Ugh. I'm glad you weren't here during the last outbreak. Dead bodies literally littered the streets. Those were hard times. Tell me a rumor, why don't you? I heard a group of people regularly gather at the Mikolai's tavern to discuss their hatred for Trudograd's government. That's a rumor anyways. Okay. Hey, conversation is an adult diaper. We can change it. We can change it as often as you like. Wise words, fellow old person. Greybeards, we know how the world works, right? So why did you insult me when I came in? Never heard of Insultathon? It's an ancient game from the steppes, back in the day when the other boys went to the swimming hole or played football. I insulted the days away with my friends. This fine tradition is all but unknown here in Trudograd, but that doesn't mean I'll stop trying. Who else is this to play Insultathon with? Right now I can only think of Babur, a smith squatting near the last war memorial, except he rarely insults first due to his weird religious views. So feel free to verbally abuse him without any prompts. There was also another guy called Rucksack. He suffered from shell shock and amnesia after a very difficult battle and started cursing like a stevedore with a limp. But when he recovered from his ailments, the poor booger remembered he was a shy, gentle person, so he left Trudograd and joined a Christian commune. It was in Hipatovka village, far away from here on some evil, frigid island. I'll say. Okay. The old woman's expression is full of fear and regret, and her left eye is jumping with a nervous tick. She mumbles something under her breath. This is it. This is the end. This one will kill my old man for his sharp tongue for sure. What's there to feel insulted about? It was a good laugh. That's passing strange. Maspi is an old man. His mind's all tangled up, but you're still young and you find such activities entertaining as well. Ha! It's a risky business, you know. While you were ambushed, amused by his insults, someone else would have stabbed him. Maybe I can convince him to stop. What do you think? No, don't even try it. He's as stubborn as a mule with a stomachache. You won't be able to convince him. Who knows? Say, could you answer a few questions for me? How can I deny such a handsome young thing? Ask. What's your name, oldster? I'm Ada, like the opera. What do you do here? I take care of the house and make things to sell. What else can someone do at my age? I'm too old to go work in a factory. What can you tell me about Trudograd?
I thought it was a grand city, a city that would preserve long after I pass on, but a few days ago I met a young psychic on my way home from the market. He asked me to look at the sky. At first I saw nothing in particular, but the harder I looked, the more I started to see it, up there in the smog above the tallest buildings. Out I fell, the cloud darkness of holy judgment is what he called it. Said it was a bad omen, the sign of the coming of Ralisek, end of the world. I was so terrified I somehow lost most of my apples I was carrying home. See? Yep. Russian company of grim-looking tough guys. They're quietly talking while smoking cigarettes and roasting some meat over a garbage fire. You want to believe it's chicken, but these guys look like they would eat man's best friend, or even a man. Hey there, what you doing? The man turned to you and gave you an evaluative look. The stairs drilled holes in you, as if looking for oil like the oil barons of the Central Asian republics. At last, a short man in a crooked cuirass addresses him. What does it matter to you? Go away before you get knocked out. What? Why, bro? I was just curious. Look, don't judge me, man. We're a steel shield, not some random group of wandering hobos. If you're lonely for company, go talk to the folks in the tavern over there. Tell me about your company, dude. I'm not in the mood to talk. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, I heard about that one. I don't know why that one flopped. There was so much talk about it, but then when it came out, I don't know what it was, why people didn't play it that much. Guess we're gonna go into the tavern. The tough guy standing by the beverage dispenser gives you a serious look and nods at the exit. I'm just watching the door. Move along. Okay. There's the bouncer then, I guess. Broad-shouldered man with an eye patch sits at the bar with two huge backpacks by his side. Seems he doesn't notice you, or is that just an act? Nice packs. What are you selling, stranger? Huh? What? The man finally lets go of his glass and inspects you with his one remaining eye. He then glances behind your back as if looking for someone before returning his attention to you. Who says I'm selling anything? Take a hike, piss stain. How long? Can you at least answer a few questions? Take your head and leave. Okay. The man at the bar rolls a dirty dice ice cube around the bottom of his glass. He looks up and smiles at you. Sorry, comrade, I'm not in the mood to talk. With this, he turns away. It looks like you won't be dragging any new info out of him for the time being. Tough-looking mustached man about 50 is standing at the bar. He studies a grubby glass in his hand and starts cleaning it with a rag. When you approach, he gives you a slight smile and says, James Mikola, what's up? Mikola, I'm interested in certain how to obtain documents. The tavern keeper clears his throat and spits behind the bar. You hear the ring of his mucus against something metal. What documents? Sounds like you need to visit a passport office. I've heard that you can get a police pass. People like to talk, don't they? Whoever said I could provide such things lied to you. Sorry. You sure you can't get me those documents? Yes, but I can get you booze. What will it be? Maybe later, let's talk first. Sorry, Bob, I don't speak with folks I don't like. Well, would you look at that and tell me what's on the menu? Ah. He doesn't want to talk to us, son. Let's get rid of those. Let's go to Hexagon. That too. Get rid of it. Sweet and onion-smelling man scowls angrily, showing off 2 rows of shiny bronze teeth and sets his axe down to throw his arms in the air. What the hell are you doing here? I got a job to do and you distracted me. Oh my, what shiny teeth you have. Did you make them all by yourself? He nods and angles his head so his bronze teeth glint prettily in the bleak winter sun. Yes, sir, I did. Fashioned each and every crown out of a fabulous antique kettle. That's just the kind of handyman I am. Look at what I can do. The man picks up the tiniest sliver of wood he can find, clamps it in his metal teeth, and, cringing with effort, is barely able to bite it into 2 pieces. Ow! Oh god, that hurts. Ta-da! Did you see that, Chief? Chief? Neat, huh? You can have amazing teeth like that as well. All I ask in return is a bottle of pre-war vodka. No thanks. Maybe next time. Can we talk about something else right now? Chief, when someone's pestering me and I'm holding my favorite axe, I begin to hallucinate logs everywhere. I might even think you look like a log and split you in twain. Let me be here before tragedy happens. I'm a sick man, Chief. I don't want to lose your head. Are you a serial killer or something? I'm going. Okay. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to go with the police then, huh? The man in the white Soviet doctor's hat and beige jacket is stirring a huge boiling pot of soup atop a filthy stove. Did you want something? I asked cook. Mikhail is the one who sells the stuff. If you're looking for a conversation, I would be happy to oblige. You'd be happy, huh? Because the job is boring? If you only knew, the clientele don't enjoy any kind of culinary experimentation. They stand there all day stirring the same old pot of slop while the will to live slowly drains from a still standing corpse. Get over here and try it for yourself if you don't believe me. Why not? Give me that big spoon. Cook stands aside and you begin stirring. The boiling gray slop, tiny piece of vegetables and chunks of mystery meat swirl with hypnotic dullness. It's not what you would call a frail ride, but it's not the worst thing you ever endured. Cook pouts when he sees your reaction and snatches the spoon back from you. Alright, that's enough. Seems like some folks are just born for certain jobs, except I wasn't that lucky. But it's my responsibility, and I will start it alone from now on. Keep your chin up and kill some time by answering a few of my questions. Answering questions is much more fun than standing here alone with my thoughts. Ask away. What's your name, bud? Name is Shurik. Shurik the cook if you want to know. So what's your profession? I'm a cook. You sure you're a cook? Or you may be a cop? This sounds our test and I have nothing to do with the police. What can you tell me about the city? It's okay. It's better than living in the wastes. Unless you like to look at the sky. The red star can be seen even through the smog on some nights. Some say it's an asteroid or a comet. I say it's an alien spacecraft surveying the Earth from orbit, looking for a place to launch the violent colonization of the planet. Know any interesting stories? The most interesting thing I come across in my life is Metvey the wood splitter's weird obsession with bronze teeth. He keeps asking me to get mine done like his. Sometimes he even says he'll do it for free. Why would he want it that bad? Okay. So... We have these two. A short, slender fellow wearing thick glasses sits behind a dirty table clutching a mug of tea in both hands. There's a piece of chocolate candy floating around in it. When he spots you, he humbles furtively. I don't want no to trouble, partner. Stay with me. Hey, let's talk some more and see if we can avoid trouble together. The man raises his hands and shakes his head. Sure, I'm a simple, peaceable man. I didn't even talk back when the barkeep made fun of me for drinking tea instead of vodka. I'm sitting here trying to look as smart as I can unless some brute decides to make me his butt boy or whatever these criminals do in their spare time. Shortman exhales with a shudder and shakes your hand. I'm Potap Verbalski, journalist. How can I help you? Hey, Potap Verbalski, isn't this your notebook? Young man squints at the ancient notepad and takes it from you as he was handling a venomous snake. It really is mine. Never thought to see this accursed list again. Where did you find it? A sickeningly honest and dutiful nut merchant gave it to me. That must have been Comrade Piker, a perfectly transparent individual with no secrets or grudges against the world. I knew I lost this damn thing on my first day here. Then we talked near the highway, but would I ever guess he would find someone to return it to me? No, I did not. Yeah, despite doing everything I could to procrastinate, business is still business, even though I'm terrible at being a journalist. Return it up. Here you go. Say, what's this job you don't want to do? Despite you offering it to him for free of charge, the journalist doesn't accept the notepad. The Trudograd Review, the newspaper I work for, sent me to Trudograd to interview the people on the list. I took the job because I thought I could conquer my fears of social interaction, but I haven't. I still don't want to barge into people's homes and ask them questions. Oh, why did I have to agree to this? But listen, I want to ask you something. Maybe you can interview these folks for me, and I'll pay you half of my operating budget. How about it? Okay, sure, I'll do it. So stop pretending you're the goal of my research. Tell me, do you know who Kai Oserski is? Never heard of him. Who is he? Kai Oserski is probably the most dangerous criminal in the history of Trudograd. He was the leader of the bloodthirsty Olympus gang, which held everyone in my home region in fear from the 90s up until a few years back. The reign only ended because of a botched bank robbery. During the shootout, Kai and his top brass were forced to retreat into the ruins of an old factory, where they were cornered and executed on the spot by an enraged mob. Sersky himself was burned alive inside a metal barrel. And you recently were searching an article about this gang? Yes, people still talk about Sersky all the time in the Trudograd. That's how deep the scars he left behind are. My employer, the owner of Trudograd Review, decided to commission a special piece about the man's legacy and final days. Part of the upcoming issue has been set aside for interviews with those who either knew Kai Oserski or interacted with him in the days before his death. I was sent to Trudograd and asked to interview 3 such men who have long since left our common hometown. Do you want me to interview them instead? Sure thing. What else do I need to know?
You need to speak to Vasmir, the detective who worked on Nosersky's case. Trubachov, a former associate of Nosersky, and Sherba, the singer from Houghton's largest band, the St. Slavic Chorus for Unmarried Men. The names and last known location are recorded in the notepad. The only thing I ask is for you to be thorough. Any bit of extra information about Nosersky that's still unknown to the public will mean a little bonus both for me and for you. Do you think you can do it? You look like you can. Who knows? Whatever. If I wanted to say no, I would do it a long time ago. Oh, thank you so very much. So wait here until your turn. Right here. So why are you sitting here if you don't like this tavern? The man looks away and sighs. My topographical cretinism scares me much more than the people of this place. I'm not familiar with the city, you see, and this is the only place I know near my rental shack. I'm afraid to go look for a new tea place of my own, and since I can't function without sweet tea, I come here. It's the lesser evil. If I venture into the city looking for a better tea place, I might not be able to find my rental shack again. Also, the dark alleys of this city really scare me. Well, you could always make tea at home. If I had a stove or an electric outlet, that's just what I would do, believe me, but alas. As someone on the street for directions, people can point you to a more relaxing establishment. Can't risk that. What if the person decides to lie to me for fun? What if instead of pointing me to a tea house, he lures me into a torture chamber? Okay, don't get down on yourself, pal. Let's talk about something else. Yes, what's on your mind? Get to answer more questions? Spent so long procrastinating, people started interviewing me. Even though I came here to be an interviewer. Oh god, would the chief have a good hard belly laugh at my expense? Go ahead, ask your questions. So what are you doing in a place like this? I'm having a tea party, only the tea here is really weird. It's way too strong and bitter, and some unfamiliar substance is floating on top. Just smelling it makes my head hurt. If it wasn't for the candy mother gave me when I left for Trudograd, I would sooner die than drink it. Yeah, she had an interesting rumor. Someone told me the giant slime creatures are crawling out of the sewers to pester the citizenry. However, some of them were recently destroyed by Hero in the Rust Quarter, or whatever that place is called. Okay. Then we have this guy. Blonde woman, about 20 years old, is quite different from the other customers. She sits with her back completely straight, looking sober and disciplined. She also sports a funny cap with a red star brooch attached to it. Table's taken, comrade. Don't chase me off yet, girl. I have a few questions for you. Anything for us to talk about, comrade? Who knows? Are you waiting for someone, madame? Do not address me by that capitalist slur. I'm no madame, I'm a comrade, and yes, I'm waiting for someone. And when that someone gets here, he won't take kindly to your old speak. Hold on, comrade. I just want to ask you a few questions. Not want to talk to us. You're so busy racking your brains as to why you would deny the fake documents, you don't notice someone slinking right up to you. His voice is soft and slithery as if a snake was speaking. Hold on, I heard you were interested in certain special service, alternatively sourced documents that would get you up topside, is that true? Who's asking and what's your name? Only someone avoiding the issue answers a question with a question, which isn't a bad tactic, especially in politics. This conversation isn't a debate and it won't move forward until you answer. Alright, I really need those documents. Ah, I see. Then listen closely and remember, the people I represent can provide you what you seek, but you can't buy it with money. You can only acquire it with trust.
You're a fresh face in Trudograd and haven't yet sullied your reputation with the proletariat. If we work together, you could earn that trust rather quickly. More importantly, you will get the papers you're looking for. How does that sound to you? Who do you represent? I need to know before making my decision. The main thing you need to know is that we are not bandits or cultists or mutants or slavers or contract killers. We are not even alien fungi from Uranus. Our interests are the interests of the working man, and our goal is the future. The rest you will learn from an associate of mine. I'll send you to her if you agree to work for us. Okay. Well, then we don't have to work with the cops, okay? Well, let's work together. I was expecting something like this anyway. Very wise. I can see your potential. Now join the lonely girl in the red star cap at her table and say this. Comrade Blaze, there's a sympathizer here for you. Okay, Comrade Blaze sympathizer. Got it. Bye. Comrade Blaze, there's a sympathizer here for you. You may call me Blaze. Same password, huh? Sure, in this great tome, the materialistic dialectics of quasi-transnational class Bolshevism. Eras Markovin stated the sympathizers of the logs that keep the revolutionary fire burning, but do you even know what you're sympathizing with? We are passionate about ending the passivity of the current Trudograd government. With the brass knuckles on the filthy scabbering fist of the working class, our goal to do or die for the future of the paroles, to achieve social justice and equality for all. But the solidarity of the masses is a crown of thorns, and all of us have a cross ready for our own crucifixion should we fail to overthrow the government. What say you, comrade? Are you willing to join a righteous, far-left centrist cause? Hey, as long as I'm getting past the top side, I'm down for everything. That's crime talk. Your goal is to help the proletariat, and your reward is the sheer joy of freeing the working class from the shackles of servitude. You will get a taste of this joy when you complete the first of 3 missions I'm about to give you. And what will my reward be again? Oh, comrade, do not shame yourself with such materialistic concerns. Wealth, respect, and the documents to reach seventh heaven are not what you are striving for. This is double plus wrong, arch wrong. You're going to work for the greater good, and the love, joy, and kindness of your fellow human beings is a reward in itself. Okay, that would do. Tell me what I'm committing to. You gain ability, Revolutionary Ally. The authorities of Trudograd teach us that caring for old people is useless. But we do not agree. On Kolotsushkin Street, an old lady lives in solitude and squalor. She is in fact a former party official, Kapitalina Demyanovna Swartz. Okay. Once a proud huntress of illiteracy and antisocial behavior, now she is a victim of these distractions made flesh by the villainous Samuel brothers. They force her to drink alcohol and torture her, trying to get her to will them her apartment upon her death. The mission is to make these lowbrow individuals show some respect for the elderly and the communists of the past, by any means necessary. Any means, comrade. How low men can go. Don't worry, Blaze, I'll make them see the light. Next thing I want to do is to find some missing northerners who came to Trudograd in search of the Soviet dream. They were staying at the hotel in the outskirts, but after they started looking for work, inexplicably went missing. It's not the first disappearance in the area either. Your friends in the city haven't seen them for a long time. Your mission is to find them. I recommend starting with the inn in the outskirts. Down there is a small-town Bergios pig. Maybe he chased these honest laborers off or made them disappear in some other way. Got it? Anything else? Near the tavern is a group of Steel Shield mercenaries. Word is they are looking for gainful employment. It would be bad news for us if these professionals ever partnered up with the police. I don't dare ask you to enlighten them with the truth of the revolutionary movement, although that would be ideal, but at least encourage them to stay neutral. They must not work with the city authorities. No question about it, time to do some good old-fashioned agit work. I like the attitude. Go bring the fiery truth of the revolution into the house of those mercenaries. Let them stand by our side or not stand at all. Let us know you will find a way. Was that all? No more missions? With the moment, no. Venture forth and let the revolution follow. Hail the future. Every future show has some questions first. I'm listening, Connor. So what can you tell me about Trudograd? Trudograd is a dystopian, anarcho-capitalist character that should change its name, which currently means the City of Labor. There's no labor, only oppression by the elites. But it wasn't always like this, and that brings me hope for the future. Long ago, the city was part of the Soviet Union, a great country. Not all old people remember this for some reason, but the documents I found from the period state the harvests were bountiful, 5-year plans were completed in a month, and technology was evolving every week. Boy Scouts were helping grandmas across the busy streets and picking potatoes and helping out in factories. The people were happy and free. From each according to his ability, to each according to his needs was the motto of the era. Song, dance, free food, and swear those times will return again. So that's where you were for all those years. Mashenka, my grandchild. That's where you were hiding from Grandpa? But you still turned out just like me, just like Grandpa Hexagon. Comrade, I'm not Mashenka. That is wrong thing. What a beauty you turn out to be. Red cheeks and a smooth silky skin, white like snow that covered my labor camp 11 months of the year. Oh, stop, you're making me blush. So what's your position in an organization? Grace smiles despite herself. Seems like she secretly enjoys boasting about her role in the organization. Thanks to my geological prowess, I was trusted with the position of adjunct worker and coordinator of sympathizers. My colleagues found potential allies among the masses and sent them to me for processing. I await these fresh recruits at this table. Sure, I would much rather spread prolific and polity info to the masses in the factories and on the docks, but my personal desires must be curbed for the greater good of the revolution. Any fun rumors? The scrap quarter is a future bonfire of the revolution. Every prole there is actually an agent for the cause. Even the fruit seller is dealing ammo to the masses, but you didn't hear it from me. Okay. We have joined the revolution. Okay. Some more coffee. Do. Okay. Brothers. Okay, been there. Let's see if we can talk to these guys now. I'm looking for steel shield men. Men look at one another as if this has never happened before. Finally, the leader speaks up. What do you want? You have a job for us? Local revolutionaries want to hire you. Cool, but the local authorities want to hire us as well, and they have some pretty solid arguments. They told us they were never gonna let go of power in Trudograd. That makes sense to bet on the lead horse in the race, like they said. Peaceguy, you wish. The bottoms don't want and the tops cannot live in the old way. Revolution is imminent. Sure about that? Merchant commander thinks for a few minutes before replying without any conviction.
Okay, maybe you really should help out the rebels. Fuck it, we will work for the revolutionaries. I always had a soft spot for the poor, and if I can get paid for it, even better. I knew you had a kind heart. I'm gonna tell my comrades the good news. Okay. Well, that went easy. Dealt with the mercenaries. Yes, sir, please. Get the mercenaries on Prolo feed, and now they are comrades of the revolution. The revolution will not forget you, comrade. Thank you for your labor. Now the mercenaries with Jonas Prolis on our coast. They will protect those who fight the powers that be. Us. Okay. Damn, we got a nice amount of XP for that. Let's see. There's nothing else here, right? There's so much we need to do at nighttime too. Four. Let's see, where do you want to go right now? Go over here. Let's go to the outskirts. Mercy squad comes right at you. The men are wearing leather coats with huge metal buckles, flak jackets, and bizarre helmets. They're also heavily armed and look pretty frightening. Still, maybe Vasilis adds particularly fancy. Offer them leaflets. Carefully approach the captors and they recognize you. Dang, they turn out to be the guys from Dan's brigade you met 2 years ago. They tell you an amazing success story of the crew, which now has an office in Trudograd. Take your leaflets and swear to visit Vasilila's store. You made the right decision. What are the odds? Marketplace, sure. Let's check it out. These marketplaces, man, these guys have so much money and they sell some pretty... A little bit different than from the previous one. We only had one merchant, so barely could be so random what he was selling. This guy, you should sell weapons. Oh. I have to be careful with our money for the moment. We don't have that much. I could get rid of it. No, I want to keep the dynamite. I can use that actually. Because I'm leveling throwing weapons because that's what crossbow is. We don't have any weapons to sell, so... I don't want to buy anything, right? I could buy some ammo. What is that? 114. Could just sell the dynamite, some of it. Get rid of that one. We will not be using anything like that, so we can sell that. We're not gonna use that, so we can sell that. I'm having two different pistols because they have two different ammo. Okay. Yeah. Shouldn't be having any money, that's mine. Should have all the ammo. Bum bum bum. Let's check something. Yeah. Use that. Can I actually get rid of the lub? Actually, what I would like to do is find somebody who has a rope. Why is rope so damn difficult to find? The only rope I had, I did give away in a quest, a piece of rope and soap. I don't need that for. Need a shiv. Keep it just in case. Glass. Rid of. Just the hexagon. Okay. Let's go.
We're not gonna talk to him until next day. Mention the father, can you tell me more? That's right. This is still smoking her everlasting cigarette when you approach she falls shivering into a dry coffee pit. Still bent over, she gestures you closer. Cough, cough, cough. Fuck, so young man, do you want to take this plucky wallflower to the dance? I have a more serious question for you, Daisy. With something personal, I ain't telling you jack shit. Not really. I heard you met with a certain Valerian Tulipov just before he vanished. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. 100 rubles might clear up my confusion. Beechcraft, listen, this is very important. It's a matter of life and death. Cough, cough, cough. Alright already, quit your whining. I first saw this Valerian dude when he was talking with my pimp, Dandelion. He didn't notice me then, but on that night he disappeared. I met him in Michael's tavern. I came in to warm my bones. There he was, all grim looking, sipping moonshine. I offered him my service and he bit right away. Didn't even haggle. Took my hand and said, "Lead the way, pretty lady." Back to him. So off we went to my friend's dirty old shack a few blocks away. The woman cast a perturbedly glance over his shoulder. That's when he got snatched on the way there. Serious stuff. Okay. Continue listening. Some young guys in ski masks, tall and buff looking. They came out of a dark alley, grabbed Valerian and dragged him away. They didn't touch me, which is great, but I was scared stiff. I overheard their leader whispering to Valerian something like, "And now you lead us to your buddy Stefan, too." Strange, eh? Why did they need Stefan and where did they drag Valerian off to? Mysterious as fuck, if you ask me. Thanks for the info. So they're after Stefan too. Yeah, that's what the leader said, and now you lead us to your buddy Stefan. I don't know what he said after that. I was no longer listening. Well, your story did provide me with a new clues. Thanks. Bye. Okay. Okay, hello there. If you're here to ask what the parking lot, I'm not your man. I'm Michael Simeon of TGD Cargo Shipping. You're the one I'm looking for. Remember Slava? He was your student. Slava, you say. Oh, you must mean that quiet kid. His mother used to come with him with all his traffic rules class. Yeah, I remember. What about him? He's agreed to accept your job offer. Michael smiles awkwardly and shuffles his feet. Job offer? I don't remember. Oh, no, yeah, I did mention something like that as his final exam, but I wasn't being serious. I just wanted to cheer him up. The poor little guy took it to heart, I guess. Ouch, this is awkward. But I thought he passed his exam with flying colors. One would turn that joke into real employment. Okay, with a lot of practice he might one day become a good driver, but he's feeble and nervous all the time. He doesn't look like someone who can stand up for himself and his load.
That's the kind of risk the co-op doesn't want to take on. Let's go with speechcraft. Listen, friend, the boy's suffering. He's lonely and sick of his mother bossing him. Open your heart and give the lad a chance to be free and happy. Well, we have high intellect. Yeah, let's go with the intellect first. But his nervous nature will prevent him from getting into trouble. He will never pick up hitchhikers or drive too fast or neglect repairs. Yes, we got a new level. Nice. There's a grain of truth in what you say. Just a couple of days ago, I had to fire one idiot who went off the road trying to make a delivery on time. And he was late in the first place because he had been enjoying his lazy ass for 3 days at his son-in-law's in the country. At my expense, no less. I suppose this chicken slava will be too scared even to get out of the cab. So be it. Tell him I hire him as a driver. Driving in circles with an instructor at his side is over. Now we'll be out in the highway with 1.5 tons of shipboard in the back. Good to hear, kid. Talk about something else? Sure, just remember to tell the boy the good news. You mentioned TGD cargo shipping. What's that? You must not be from around here. TGD is one of the largest shipping companies in Trudograd. Our eagles fly across the entire country, from Norilsk to the Moscow anomaly, with varying degrees of success. Okay. And a couple of questions? No? Okay. Sorry I bother you, buddy. Okay. Then let's do this, and then we are gonna do this. And then we're gonna see, build I'm working on. Let's see. What's the next part? $200. Get up to 180 for now, and actually, let's just throw everything in there. You can get that 200. Abilities, we have 4 points. Let's see here. We did get fire on effective training. That's 7 points though. Yeah. Have enough for that. Damn it. Otherwise we have rowing. Where is that one? Through the visor. It's also up here. William Tell is also here, right? just want this one, and then we're gonna go everything into from weapons. We get more XP. Okay. Right now we have nothing to put the points into. We are done. Quests. Keep on trucking. That means we can go and tell him about it. Yeah, where the heck was he at? We talked to him. No, isn't it him the... we have a... freaking heck is it called now? I don't remember we had... no, we talked to him. I can't. Now we talked to him somewhere, but... okay, tinkering. He needs 200 to unlock level 3 recipes? What the freaking heck? I'll be going for it. And abilities. Oh god, what was this now again? Got it. Oh, yeah, this is what I missed, or that I needed. Bum bum bum. Guess after we had this, we can also start putting points into this then. God damn it, we need to level it one more time. Okay, we had more stuff here, right? Uh, do, do, do. There's that one. Oh yeah, here. Okay, I need to talk to him.